week 32 of the $100,000 stock challenge, and man, I got a super jam-packed video for you guys today. As you can see by that title, I'm gonna be talking about how to properly rinse and repeat stocks, right? But before I get into this video, do me a few favors. 1, hit the like button. 2, hit the subscribe button if you're not. And 3, if you find this video helpful at all, please share with a friend and help them get that knowledge as well, man. We're all on this woke journey together. But I'm gonna stop yapping and getting straight into it. When it comes to rinse and repeating, you hear Coach, when I say Coach Chris Sain, talk about this all the time, right? Rinse and repeating. The main play that he loved to rinse and repeat is Tesla. This man has been printing money on with Tesla for a while now, right? With those Tesla options. But I'm gonna be talking about a few different ways you can do it, right? And I'm gonna be talking about a very simple strategy, a very simple setup on how to do it, right? This is personally what I do. I'm not 100% taking options yet. Rinsing and repeating, doing options that way. I just haven't got there yet. But the first thing you want to do is find your setup, right? Find your setup. What I mean by that is pick a strategy that works for you, right? Breakout trading, swing trading, or buying the dips on the stocks. Me personally, that's what I like to do. I like to buy the dips and ride it back up, set my stop loss in the meantime, and keep rinsing and repeating that way. I feel like that's probably the most easiest way as a beginner starting out, right? But and you want to, when you're doing this, you want to look for repeatable patterns, right? Repeatable patterns. You're not just looking at, random trades, right? And a repeatable pattern that I personally like to use is a double top or a double bottom, right? If you see a double bottom, you know the stock is going up. If you see a double top, you know the stock is going down, right? So I got it pulled up right here. This is just a random, easy setup, right? As you see the double bottom, the two points at the bottom represents the support, right? That is the support. It touched support once, then it went back up. So you're looking at, if it touched support again, right? It's going back up, right? And the resistance level is, hey, it might not pass this, right? Right? So when Coach say, hey, I know SoFi is going to this, or I know Lyft is going to this, or I know Tesla is going to that point, right? It's because he's testing for resistance. And sometimes when he say, SoFi is going to $28 and go past it, that means it broke resistance, it's going up higher than things, so it got a new set level of resistance. That's kind of keeping it very simple on that, right? And let me just show you guys on the screen here as well what this look like in real time, right? Real time. It's not as all perfect straight out, right? This is Robinhood real time on a 1 week time frame, right? September 12th through the 17th, right? I was looking at the exact same double bottom. I got in it right around, well, let me show you this. Let me just open up my Robinhood and show you my actual play, right? With Robinhood, right? I got in Robinhood. I bought 3.9 shares of Robinhood for my average cost of being 103, and I rode it all the way up to where it's currently at 121. I got my stop loss set. Remember, you got to adjust your stop loss as you go into profits, right? But this is one play that I'm currently rinsing and repeating, and I've been rinsing and repeating, right? As you saw, I've been in Robinhood. I've been in this play for 2 weeks, right? So I got in it at 103 time frame, right? So I got in that right around September 4th. Right, September 4th is when I got in there. It's currently September 18th, and it's currently sitting at 121. Right, I set my stop loss, and if you know, Robinhood has been going up and down the whole time. Right, so that's one way to get in. That's an active trade that I'm actively in. Right, the second thing you want to do, right, is set a entry rule. Right, you could use exactly how I showed you with the double top and double bottom to find a set entry, right? You know, using technical signals like support and resistance, moving averages, RSI, and volume. Me personally, I like to just use support and resistance, especially as a new trader / new investor. I try to find the simplest strategy that works for me, that quickly identify support and resistance. And I feel like the easiest way to do that is with the double tops and double bottom patterns, right? Once you got your setup that you want to use, right? Your pattern, your double top, your double bottom, you identify your entry rules, right? So I'm looking for a simple support and resistance, right? Then you kind of go into, you know, setting exit rule, right? So in this way, right, setting a target profit and setting a stop loss, right? So always remember to set your stop loss. Once you go on a profit, set a stop loss, protect those profits that you just got, right? And then once it goes up and it comes down and hit that your line again, you take your profits, then you reset the process and go over again, right? And a rule of thumb when you're doing this, rinse and repeating, it's to, you know, learn to scale over time, right? Keep your risk margins low, right? You know what I'm saying? Depending on your account, depending on how aggressive you want to be, but try to keep, you know, anywhere between 3 to 5%. You know, you don't want to risk no more than 3 to 5% of your account, is what I'm trying to say. Try to keep it below that. You know, so just kind of going over the 4 rules of rinse and repeating, right? Pick a setup, enter smart, exit with a plan, and repeat the process, right? If you guys want a more in-depth video, a real time of, you know, because I got the Robinhood pulled up, right? And I don't want to make this video too technical or make it too long where, you know, you guys are kind of getting lost, right? So if you guys want me to identify stock, right? One that I like to use right now is Robinhood. I know I guy bought more positions of Nvidia by using this as well, by identifying it. But if you guys want me to literally write out, go on a live example, chart it out, hey, this is what I seen on Robinhood on the week, because when you're looking at a very clean cut support and resistance, you see it, right? But when you're looking at a live example, it get a little choppy, right? But looking at Robinhood right here, you can identify the double bottom forming right here. I'm gonna highlight them here, and then it shots up, right? You can easily see it, right? Then it kind of trade sideways, right? And it didn't go right back up. It's easy to identify on that very broad setting, but when you open up Trading View and you're looking at it, you gotta really draw out the resistance lines and things of nature. I can do that if you guys want me to do it. I just kind of want to make this video very simple, straightforward, to the point, so you get the gist. But if you want me to go do a live example, chart it out, write it out, draw it out, let me know as well. I can do that for you guys. But that's all I got for this week's video. If you found enjoying this video at all, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. See you guys next week. Peace.